Pinky's Adventure by Delaney Flanagan. Pinky wiggled his ears and thumped his foot. He was bored. He wanted an adventure. He looked left and right, and when he thought no one was looking, he took a few quick hops. He was almost to the edge of the meadow. Just a few more hops, and then, "Pinky, don't go too far away. You know what your dad told you." "Oh, Mum," Pinky said. He looked back at his mother, who had poked her head out of the door. Why did he have to be the youngest one in the family? Why did his mom treat him like he was still a baby? He was big and he was quick, quicker than his brothers. He was always faster than any of them when he played a game of hop the log. "Pinky, I won't tell you again. Come play here with the others." Mommy sounded cross, so Pinky took a last look at the forest, and with his ears drooping, he hopped back to join Cotton and Powder, his favourite brothers. "You are so going to be in trouble if Mommy tells Daddy," Cotton said, wiggling his whiskers. "No, I won't." Pinky thumped his foot extra hard. "I didn't do anything wrong." "Yes, you did. Yes, you did." Powder giggled and dodged away from Pinky. "You were trying to go into the woods. We all saw you." Pinky turned his back on his brothers and shook his tail. Why could nobody understand that he wanted an adventure, a big adventure, just like Pirate Jack in the story Mommy read them for bedtime last night? Pirate Jack was brave, and he went on adventures and did lots of fun things, like looking for buried treasure. "I'm going to go on an adventure, just you wait and see," Pinky mumbled. That night, after supper, Mummy tucked Pinky and his siblings into bed and read them another Captain Jack story. Soon all the little rabbits were fast asleep. All the little rabbits, that is, except Pinky. He waited until everything was quiet in the house, and then he hopped out of bed. On tippy toes, he sneaked out of the room and down the hall to the back door. It was very dark outside. Pinky shivered as he pulled on his thick woolly jacket. "I am brave, and I am going on an adventure," he told himself as he opened the door and stepped into the cold outside. Wow, everything looks different at night. He almost went back inside, but then he straightened his ears and hopped quickly away from the house, across the little meadow to where the tall trees started. Down the path into the forest he went, a brave pirate rabbit in search of treasure. But wait, what was that? Pinky fell flat on his back in fright. He looked up into the trees. There, on a branch, with his glowing yellow eyes, sat Mr. Owl. "Is that you, little Pinky Rabbit? What are you doing out all alone in the night?" Pinky got the fright of his life. His mother had warned him that owls like to eat rabbits. He tried to stand up straighter so he looked bigger and tougher, but his heart was pounding. I'm going on an adventure. I'm big and brave, and I'm looking for pirate treasure." Mr. Owl spread his wings wide and blinked as he stared at Pinky. "Be careful, little rabbit. You can get lost in the forest. And then there is Mr. Fox to look out for. Mr. Fox hunts in the forest at night, and he likes eating little bunnies." With that, Mr. Owl flew away, leaving behind a little rabbit who was suddenly not feeling nearly so brave as he had a few moments before. "Maybe it's best if I'm a pirate in the daytime," Pinky told himself. "Better go home now. Better go home now." The wind sang through the trees, and Pinky started hopping as fast as he could up the path. "Oh dear, am I lost?" His heart went thumpity-thump. He tried to hop even faster up the hill, But there was a noise, something behind him. He did not stop to look. He hopped until he crossed the meadow and found the back door of his house. Softly he opened it, and on tippy toes he snuck back to his room. Quickly he slid between the blankets where Cotton and Powder were sleeping and snuggled up against them. Sleepily he closed his eyes. Tomorrow, when the sun was out and there were no dangerous foxes or owls about, then he'd go on his big adventure, he decided. And with that, Pinky fell fast asleep. He dreamt that he was on a boat sailing across a big blue sea. Beside him stood Captain Jack, and they were on their way to capture a pirate ship. "Yo ho ho, this is the best adventure ever!" Pinky exclaimed as he and Captain Jack sailed the dreamland sea in search of pirate treasure.